Hey, welcome back to Kev TV. Today is our 100th episode, so I thought let's do something illogical and introduce myself to you. A formal introduction, if you will. When I first started Kev TV back in late September of '08, I never imagined it would grow to the visibility it's getting today, to the amount of hits it's getting today, no matter where it's posted. My home is at kevinmason.tv or kevinmasonblog.com, whichever, they're both the same site. But you can also find this video blog every day on sites like YouTube, Google Video, Yahoo Video, Blip TV, Dailymotion, Seismic, a wide variety of places on the internet, so you may not be necessarily watching it at my home at kevinmason.tv. My name is Kevin Mason. By trade, I'm in the music business. I work as a marketing person, mainly internet marketing for artists in Nashville, Tennessee. I split my time between Nashville, Tennessee, and suburban Akron, Ohio, which is near Cleveland in northeastern Ohio, which is where my wife still lives. It's me and my wife and our cat, Mailbox Millie. And sadly, we're apart most of the time, about 500 miles apart, because of what's happened in the last couple of years in my career. For nearly 30 years, I was a member of the media. I worked in radio all over the country at a wide variety of radio stations in a wide variety of formats, the majority of them being country music radio. And I decided in late '06 to take a chance with life and take a great opportunity and get out of the radio business and go into the music business to run a small independent record label. And it was a great gig for 4 months until the company went belly up. In addition to the record label, I was also responsible for their .com startup that caused some funding problems, and sadly 4 months in, I found myself out of work. And faced with the reality of, do I go back into radio, something I knew to do, or did I follow my dream and actually stay in the music business and work in the marketing end? That's what I decided to do. I took my company with my wife, Intensity Media, that we'd had since 2001, and took it full time. And now I said split my time between Nashville and Northeast Ohio. Right now in the Northeast Ohio office, here wrapping up the holidays, getting ready to head back to Nashville. Still early in the year, but luckily since I do internet marketing, the computer works great. I can be on the internet no matter where I'm at, and that's a beautiful thing about what I do. The blog is well, there is no particular topic to my video blog, to my daily updates. I kind of fancy myself as a modern-day internet Andy Rooney, the guy from 60 Minutes. Okay, better eyebrows, a little bit heavier. Okay, probably not as well-read or not as intelligent. But you never know what I'm going to talk about from day to day. We'll talk about marketing. We'll talk about the music business. We'll talk about music in general, not just necessarily country. I talk a lot about rock music, about rap music, whatever strikes my fancy. But I also talk a lot about pop culture as well as nostalgia. I'm in my mid-40s, and I do tend to look back at the good old days, as most guys in their mid-40s tend to do. Never know what I'm going to talk about from day to day, so some posts are hit or miss, but I do invite you to check back often. You can always subscribe to the blog at its home, kevinmason.tv. We have the RSS feed, if you're familiar with RSS. You can subscribe by email to get an idea of when the daily posting is. And soon, knock on wood, if I can get the structure up right, we're going to have it up on iTunes so you can actually download it to your iPod as well. That's the formal introduction. Oh, one more thing. You may hear me from time to time reference the man of many hats. I've been called the man of many hats over the years. When I was in radio, while I was on the radio, I spent a lot of my time behind the scenes as well, as the program director of many radio stations, operations managers, running a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff. As I always joked, as a program director and operations manager, you were a jack of all trades and a master of none. You were forced to wear many hats. So I actually wear hats, not every day, but on a fairly regular basis. And one thing you may notice is not many of the hats repeat. I don't make a big deal about the hats. It's just whatever hat I pull out of my closet every day. Today is actually our first day ever we've repeated a hat in honor of my beloved Chicago Cubs. I was born in Chicago but raised all over the country. My dad was born and raised in Chicago, so I'm still a big Cub fan. I enjoy the Bears, I enjoy the Bulls, but still hope for the day the Cubs win the World Series. This past year was a tough one for me. So today is about the only day you'll ever see me replicate a hat, but the hat's kind of twofold. Number one, man of many hats, and number two as well, the hair's usually bad when I do the video. I do them early in the morning, so I necessarily haven't showered all the time, or I just pull on a ball cap and go. That's our video blog today. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions, you can always leave a comment, leave a question in the comment section. We'll get back to you. Talk to you tomorrow with another video update at Kev TV.